Okay, so first up, there are a couple of things that you will need to fix your straps onto the bag that you've made. So in order to rivet the pieces onto your bag, you'll need a way of making holes. So you can either buy one of these rotary hole punches where you can adjust the diameter of the hole. I'd suggest a hole of 3mm is perfect, or a single handheld punch that you press down on the fabric or the leather and then hammer in the hole. This one you just manually squeeze it with your hands. And these are available to buy quite easily on the internet. And also you will need to work on a steady surface and use a mallet or a hammer. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to set a rivet. So I'm going to use this buckle piece as an example. This will go in the front of your bag or satchel. I'm going to use this scrap of leather as an example of the fabric of the bag. It might be leather that you're using, it might be fabric. So I've made a hole. I've got my single washer for the back. Rivets are made up of one longer piece and one cap that fits over the stem of the rivet, that fits over and clicks together, and then you'll need to set the rivet using the rivet setting tool, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. I folded my buckle piece so that the two holes on either end are aligned. I fit a long part of the buckle. I'm going to push it through the hole on the bag, pretending this scrap is the bag. I'm going to fit the washer on the inside of the bag, and then I've got a shorter rivet piece that I click onto the back, inside the bag. So you've got two rivet setting parts. You've got this small dish with a concave surface which you place down on your hard surface. I'm going to place the back of the rivet on inside the dish so it's lying nice and snug. I'm going to use this longer part with a concave end, hold it really firmly over the rivet, and I'm going to strike down firmly with your hammer or your mallet. Don't be afraid to really bash, and you'll feel that it's nice and tight. First up, I'm going to show you how to fix the buckle piece to the flap of your satchel or bag. So I'm using this leather bag just as an example to show you. It's got a flap. So I would mark on the flap using the spacing here. It's the same spacing everywhere. It's the same spacing on the longer adjustable strap, the crossbody strap. So I'd place it onto the flap, and then I would mark through the dots with a pen or pencil or sharp object, and then using those dots as a guide, I would punch two holes through the flap. Once you've punched the holes, you can put rivets in the top two holes of this piece, feed them through the holes, and on the back of the flap you can affix the washer to strengthen them. And then once that's all in place and you've got the rivet caps set on the back of the rivets, use your rivet setting tool to hammer in the rivets. And you will need to fix to the front of the bag this piece with the dot, slot dot. You're going to need to put your buckle through. So you'll see that there's a slightly longer gap, wider gap here from the slot to the hole, and this one's slightly smaller. So with the smaller one facing you, feed your leather through the buckle, bring the prong up through the slot so that the prong has a continuous, the metal is continuous. On the other side you'll see that there's a break in the metal, so you want the continuous piece to be showing. Then you fold the other piece of the leather back so that the two holes are aligned. Then you put a rivet through the two holes. You will have made a mark on the front of your bag where you want it to go. Put the single washer inside the bag, and then you'll hammer in the rivets as before. Now to show you how to fix the long strap to your bag. So this is the long strap with the slots, and then you'll have two holes at the other end. So you'll want to put these at the side of your bag. You'll also need this piece, which, as before, you fit the buckle in exactly the same way as before. So the prong through the slot, and then fold the shorter end back so that the two holes are aligned. You'll fit a rivet through those holes. Put a cap on the rivet and set your rivet, and then this piece with the two holes can go on the side of the bag using a washer on the inside of the bag for strength. And then on the other side of your bag you'll do the same. Make the two holes on the side where you want them to go, put the washer inside and secure with the rivet.